Every few months, I like to zoom out and give you a bigger picture of what's happening in the real estate market across the country, in addition to our hyper-local updates. So let's break it down. On a national level, the housing market is overall continuing to stabilize. We're seeing an increase in inventory compared to where we were last year, which is a big shift from the extremely tight market we've been experiencing. More homes on the market means more competition, but it also means more opportunity, especially if your home is positioned and marketed correctly. At the same time, prices are still appreciating, but at a more moderate pace. Nationally, we're seeing home values up roughly around 4 to 6% year over year. So while we're no longer in that rapid appreciation phase, values are still trending upward, which is important if you've been considering selling and making a move. Now, let's talk about mortgage rates. Rates are currently sitting in the 6% range, and at this point, we're not expecting any major movement throughout the year. Of course, that could change at any time, but that's where the predictions stand at this point. That consistency is actually helping both buyers and sellers adjust their expectations and re-enter the market with more confidence. And that brings us to buyer activity. We're seeing buyers come back into the market more measured, more intentional, but still very much active. And even with more inventory, demand is still strong enough to support pricing when homes are presented the right way. Regionally, there are some differences worth noting. We have the West, Southwest, and Midwest are seeing stronger activity overall, while the Northeast has been a bit slower to gain momentum. These trends matter because they give us a pulse on where demand is flowing across the country. We're also seeing days on market start to normalize. Homes are no longer selling overnight in most cases, but they're still moving at a healthy pace. And here's something important for sellers in particular to keep in mind. Roughly 1/3 of all purchases right now are happening in cash. That's not just investors or large institutions, by the way. A big portion of that is coming from everyday homeowners who have been sitting on significant equity. Many sellers are using that equity to move up, downsize, or reposition. And in some cases, they're able to purchase with little to no financing. So while there is competition, there's also major opportunity, especially if you're already a homeowner. So what does all of this mean for you as a seller, especially if you're thinking about moving up? It means that the market is more balanced. You have more competition than before, but you also have more options on your next purchase. It also means your pricing and strategy matter more than ever. And it means the homes that stand out, the ones that are marketed properly and positioned correctly, are still the ones that win. If you're even considering making a move this year, the best first step is to understand exactly where your home sits in today's market and what your options look like. Reach out and we'll put together a clear strategy so you can make your next move with confidence.